What's your conclusion here?
The number is even.
The number is even.
So why do we take out if and then again?
Because if I ask you to write the converse of this, remember what a converse is? It switches them.
Yeah.
The if stays put. The converse would be if a number is even, then the number is divisible by 2.
Only write it for the converse, or don't?
You take when I ask you what is the hypothesis, it's just the portion that comes after if, or the portion that comes after then is your conclusion, right? Because the if and then stay put even when we do a converse. If is always going to be at the beginning, then is always going to be in the middle. Okay. So number 2, it says determine if the conditional is true or false. If it's false, find a counterexample. So this one says if a quadrilateral, what's a quadrilateral?
I don't know.
That's 4.
A 4-sided figure. Okay, so if a quadrilateral has 4 congruent angles, then the figure is a square.
Wait, so back on the first one?
Yeah.
Our if is a number, right?
The what?
Isn't it false?
If
It's false,
is a-
yeah.
Is a number?
It's false, yeah, I remember.
What's the line that goes over?
This?
Yeah.
No, I was just saying, because the if can sometimes be with this part, or the if can move to this part if we find a converse. So we're just saying ditch the if, ditch the then, when you write hypothesis and conclusion. Okay? Okay, so if a quadrilateral, if a 4-sided figure has 4 congruent angles, does it have to be a square?
No.
No,
Why not?
Because there's rectangles.
A rectangle. Okay, so if this is true or false, this would be false. And then it says find a counterexample. So your counterexample would be a rectangle, right? A rectangle has 4 congruent angles,
Wait, what does congruent mean? Like they're touching?
equal. 4 congruent for equal angles.
But a rectangle's like 2 short ones, 2 long ones.
Right. That's why this is false,
But
right?
that means it has 2
Doesn't have to be. It has 4 congruent angles. It has 2 pairs of congruent sides, but we're talking about angles, right? All the angles are 90.
Stop.
Okay? Don't act surprised by that. Stop pestering. Okay, this next one is definitely something you're going to want to write on your card, but don't write it right now because then I lose you for a long time. I would just, on your piece of paper here, put a little like asterisk. This is what you should write on your card, okay? A conditional is if P, then Q, right? This is the conditional. So just write this on the side of your paper for now, and then you can write it in later. The converse is what?
Q then P.
If Q, then P.
Are you recording this?
Yes. What's the inverse? Do you remember what we did for inverse then?
If not P, then not Q.
Yes, you go back to the original conditional, if P, then Q, but you negate. What does it mean to negate?
Negative.
Negative, the opposite, okay? So the inverse is if not P, then not Q. And then what's the contrapositive? If not
Q then not
Q, then not P. Remember, this is the one I did a little dance for. Did I do the dance for you guys?
No.
Like this? No?
Yeah,
We
she
If
did.
P, then
This
Q.
is-
If Q, then P. If not P, then not Q. If not Q, then not P.
I want to see the dance.
It was very disco.
I want to see it.
I just did it. Right? P, then Q. Q, then P. Not P, then not Q. Not Q, then not
Your
P.
thing is like not P, then not P, not Q, then not Q.
Mm-mm. No, it'll always be one of each. Okay, so here's your conditional statement. If a polygon is a triangle, then it has exactly 3 sides. Is that a true statement?
The double foot.
If a polygon is a triangle, then it has exactly 3 sides.
Yes.
That's true. Okay, so I'm gonna put a big T by that. That's true. So knowing what we know about what a converse is, if Q then P, how would you write the converse of this?
If it has exactly 3 sides, then.
And we're instead of it, we're gonna say if a polygon.
has 3 sides, then it is a triangle.
If a polygon has exactly 3 sides, then it's a triangle. If a polygon has exactly 3 sides, then it's a triangle.
True.
That is true, right? If a polygon has exactly 3 sides, it will be a triangle.
Why are you writing if and then for this?
Because these are all if-then statements,
Okay.
right? This is if P, then Q. This one is if Q, then P. The next one is if not P, then not Q.
How much of this packet are we doing today?
We're gonna see what we get through.
Oh my god.
Maybe like until we get to 5 minutes of the class and then we'll do more.
No, you guys, this is giving you more time next week to make sure you're ready for the final.
We know what's
Otherwise, we would have done this on Monday and we would have run out of time in preparing.
But I feel betrayed right now.
I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to betray you. I'm trying to help you.
Tomorrow's gonna
Okay,
be-
so if not P, then not Q. You need to go back to the original conditional and negate both parts. So how do you write that? If, what?
If it's not a polygon that if it's not
If a polygon is not
3 sides.
a triangle, this part, right? Negate the first part of the original conditional. If a polygon
I can never be-
But that doesn't even make sense.
is not a triangle, then what?
Then it doesn't have 3 sides.
Then it doesn't
But that's false, right?
have exactly 3 sides. Well, let's think about it,
I get bullied at school.
okay?
It's like we're-
If a polygon is not a triangle,
Then it's not a
I love that
polygon.
attention.
no, polygon could be like this is a polygon,
Word for God.
this is a polygon,
Oh,
right?
I didn't know that.
Yep, polygon can have any number of sides as long as it's a closed figure. No, mm-mm. Tri means 3, right? Triangle.
Yeah.
There's quadrilateral is 4, pentagon is 5, all of that.
So it's true?
So if a polygon is not a triangle, then it doesn't have exactly 3 sides. That's true, right? It's gonna have 3 sides if it's a triangle. So this would be true. Okay, and then the contrapositive would be what?
If it doesn't have exactly
Mhm.
sides.
If a polygon doesn't have
I think I see a tractor.
exactly 3 sides,
It's a long way back. I see something moving back there.
then what?
I wanna see a horsey.
Then it's not a triangle.
Then it's not a triangle.
I mean, that is true.
Okay, if a polygon doesn't have exactly 3 sides, then it is not a triangle. Is that true?
I guess.
That is true.
If the polygon what?
Doesn't have exactly 3 sides, then it's not a triangle.
I'm pretty burnt out this version.
Yeah, I'm pretty burnt out.
We've
too.
done 3 problems.
That test yesterday really hurt me.
The quest?
I definitely failed it too. Huh. Huh.
You ready?
For the Wordle? Yes.
No, we've got lots of time still, you guys.
How much time
Okay,
do we
number 4.
We have
The word supplementary. What does it mean?
Number 15.
Supplementary angles, what are they?
it's angles that complement or that are the same.
Not the same.
No,
They add up
they
to-
equal.
They add up to 180. Okay, so remember that. And this is another thing you probably want to write on your sheet. So maybe just off to the side on your paper right now, write supplementary is 180 and complementary is what?
90.
90. Okay, supplementary is 180, complementary is 90.
Is there a way I can remember that?
Write it down on your cheat sheet and then you don't have to. That's what I just said. Write this on your little 4x6
Is there a
card.
cute little hack though?
Okay.
Is there like a little dance I could do?
5-minute hack.
I did give you a hack. C comes before S and 90 when counting comes before 180.
I don't know my letters in order.
Well, you should.
That's nuts.
Okay, number 4 here. It says name 2 angles that are supplementary to angle 1. So here's angle 1. Okay, if they're going to be supplementary to that, what's going to happen?
They have to add up to 180.
180. What adds up to 180? When it makes a what?
Straight line.
Straight line, yes. So which angles right now would make a straight line?
6 and 1.
6 and 2. Angle 6 here. Okay, angle 2 over here. So your answer, 2 angles that are supplementary would be angle 6 and angle 2.
Why not 5 and 3?
Because it doesn't make a straight line with angle 1, right? This angle right here and this angle added to it doesn't make a straight line. The only way we can tell they're supplementary is if we see the straight line. So the straight line is right here. So that would be 1 and 2. Or right here,
Only 6.
that would be 1 and 6.
What's that symbol between 6 and 2?
That's a right
It's an
angle.
ampersand.
Equal 90.
What?
An ampersand.
It's another way of writing air.
How do you do it? This way? No, it's this one. That's an ampersand, technically. I just write it like this. And.
What is it?
It just means and.
Oh, and. I was
Yeah.
confused because
Who is that?
Hannah Goff. Nope. That is a former student of
Is that
mine.
Miss Lee?
You know what? She's coming to speak in Miss Garris's class today.
Who's
What
Miss Garris?
for?
Miss Garris is,
The international student lady?
no, that's Mrs. Garris. Miss Garris is her daughter who teaches math and integrated science.
Oh, she teaches Algebra 1B.
Yes.
Freshman level math.
That's the math class
Sophomores.
that we were in last
That's
year.
the math class that I did.
Okay, letter B. Says if the measure of angle 6, okay, if the measure of angle 6 is 22,
Kate's still in Algebra 1B.
okay, if this is a 22-degree angle, then what is the measure of its supplement? Its supplement would be angle 1 here.
158.
How'd you find that?
I subtracted 22 from 180.
Right. If they're supplementary, they have to add up to 180. So 180 minus 22 means the supplement is 158 degrees. Okay? Now you all better be able to tell me this one because I just told you this one. Complementary
90.
angles add up to
100.
90. Supplementary angles add up to
100.
180.
Silly boy. I am a silly boy.
All right, number 5 says solve for x. This is a mid-segment,
Oh, I suck at these.
right?
X
No, you
equals
don't.
4.
You're going to kill it.
These make me angry.
This is 10.
You're gonna kill it.
What's the relationship between that and this?
like
Are they equal? No, you can see they're not equal. So please don't set 5x equal to 10. What was the relationship?
2. Double.
It's double. One is half of the other, or one is double the other. So
So would
which
x
one do
equal
we have to
4?
double?
5x.
No, if we double the 5x, it would be this long. You got to double the shorter one, right? So you're going to say 5x equals 2 times 10. So 5x equals 20.
This one's 3, so it's 2.
X equals 2.
No, x equals 4.
How? If you, but what? Because
Because I'm not using, this is not drawn to scale. This is just saying if this is the length of 10 and this is the length of 5x, what would x have to
But
be?
10 is 1.5 inches, and the 5 one is 3 inches.
Right,
So
but now you're
5
calling
times-
this 1.5.
Oh,
This
wait a
is not
minute.
1.5, it's 10.
Silly boy.
Right?
I am a silly boy.
Wait,
Yes,
You're
Max.
naughty.
you know how we have 2 tests?
Mhm.
Don't
We
look.
only,
Don't look. I've been-
You can use that same card for both of them.
we don't get 2 cards?
No. But you can write whatever you want on that card.
Ooh,
Okay.
Is that your mom or dad, Kate?
Oh, what
Or is
happened
that your
here?
dog? Is that EP? Oh.
This isn't what yours looks like, right? You don't go from 6 to 16?
Wait,
Wait,
what's
what?
Luke doing here?
Who's Luke?
Oh yeah, he's done
Oh,
for
it's
the
Luke.
appointment.
Oh, he's back. Here, I've got it here. No, you do. You're good. I don't know what happened on mine. But that's okay. Okay, listen. This is gonna be our last one, and then I will let you wordle, hurdle, all of the things. If you participate right now and answer my questions, okay? So midpoint and distance, okay? These are the formulas. You don't need to write these down because I give them to you on the final. So x1 plus x2 over 2 and y1 plus y2 over 2. Okay, that's midpoint. Distance is this one.
That just happens.
Okay, so if I said find the midpoint and find the length is the distance. So you use this one for length. Okay, like I said, I give this to you on your final, so you don't need to write it. You with me, Max? Focus. You can do this. So you have these 2 points, okay? The very first thing you should do on these problems is you should label them, okay? This is going to be x1, y1, and this is going to be x2, y2. What, Max?
So you know that other stuff you wrote on the other side? That's gonna be on the quiz, right? On test?
The formulas?
Yeah.
I give you these on the final.
So it's gonna be like, this is the midpoint. and
When are we
this
gonna
is
do
the-
some?
It'll say like at the top of your exam, it says midpoint, distance, and slope, and it gives you the formulas right there.
Why do we call TT?
Okay, so if I'm finding the midpoint is
Who invented school?
x1 plus x2 over 2 and y1 plus y2 over 2, okay? What is that with these numbers?
-1 plus 2,
-1 plus 2 over 2.
and then 5 plus.
Hey, write
or
this
5
down.
minus 3.
Is that the midpoint?
And then 5, this is midpoint.
Alright, cool.
So our midpoint is -1 plus 2 over 2 and 5 plus what?
-3
-3
over 2.
over 2. Okay, so this is our setup. And now we do the simplifying. What's -1 plus 2?
1.
1. And then you divide. So 1 over 2, you may call it 1/2. Or if you like 0.5 better, you can call it 0.5. I don't care. Okay?
What?
Oh, we don't have extra time. It's extended lunch schedule. Sorry. 5 plus -3 is 2 over 2, which is 1. So either one of those. Okay? All right, we will continue on Monday.